Do you see that? I don't want to be dramatic, but Merry Christmas. It's literally been cold for the past week and a half, and I'm so here for it. I absolutely love the cold. I love winter, and I just love like the cheer and happiness it brings. But we're not talking about the weather today. Today, we are celebrating. You better have your party hats on. You better have your sweatpants on, because we're eating nothing but cake today, baby. And you want to know why? We finally hit 50,000 subscribers. What the heck? Clap it up for us. We hit 50,000 subscribers, even though only about 30% of people are subscribed and they still watch. What is that about? What is that about? We talked about this before, and I thought we fixed the problem before. But the 70% of y'all who are watching this and aren't subscribed, you don't get any cake until you subscribe. So let's get this out of the way. I hate that you make me do this, but like and subscribe. You know you want to be here. You're watching.
So let's be friends. Let's be real friends.
Cut it out. Like and subscribe. And now that that's out of the way, we are going to the grocery store. We need cake supplies. You guys are obsessed with the red velvet, so we're getting red velvet cake supplies. Very excited. I haven't had red velvet in a really long time, but it is a good cake flavor. You guys did a good job. And while we're out and about, we're going to talk about all the books I'm super excited to read. These aren't books that are new or coming out anytime soon. They've been out. I'm just late, and I still want to read them. The Poppy War is on the top of my list. This is a book by R.F. Kuang, and I have not read a single book by this woman. And she just seems so impressive. She seems so unapologetically herself. She's really in tune with her Asian heritage. She went to China, she lived there for a bit, and she wrote 2 books already, or a few books actually, and she's like my age. So she just makes me want to do better, and I've heard nothing but good things about her writing. So I want to start off with The Poppy War. I've heard that was really, really good. But she also came out with another book this year, which was Yellowface. I literally have The Poppy War and Yellowface and haven't read a single one of her books. What is wrong with me? Like, I need to get that done, and I want to get that done as soon as possible, hopefully by the end of this year. But after the fall creepy books that we already plan on reading, I do want to jump into my Christmas reading vlogs because I just love the Christmas season, and I don't know if we'll have time for a book like that. So regardless, I do need to read it soon. Hopefully it's at the top of next year, or somehow I fit it into the end of this year. And before we get to book number 2, I do want to thank today's sponsor, which is Babbel. Babbel is such an incredible language learning app that has helped me with my Spanish journey. I really love the lessons because they're created by actual language teachers, so you know that you're getting the right information. And not only are you getting new vocabulary, but you're also getting super helpful grammar lessons as well. And if you do subscribe with them, you get 2 free live lessons with a tutor, which is absolutely essential if you're really trying to learn a new language. And I really think that this app has been such a tremendous help for me, and I think it can help you too. No matter why you're learning a new language, they have lessons depending on that, so it can be business, just friends, or traveling, or whatever. And when you subscribe, you don't have to worry about spending money unnecessarily, because if you end up not liking it, there's a 20-day money-back guarantee. And if you use my code, you get 60% off your subscription, so I highly recommend it. Again, it's been so helpful with my own language journey. No, they don't have Japanese, but it's been really, really helpful with my Spanish lessons, and I think that it can be helpful for you too, because I think we're pretty similar, and you know I'm learning languages. I hear that you guys want to learn languages too, and this is just such a great opportunity to learn a new language as well. Again, thank you for today's sponsor, which is Babbel, and I highly recommend you using their platform as well. Now, if you haven't guessed book number 2 yet, you have to know it's Iron Flame by Rebecca. I read Fourth Wing already this year, and it was absolutely incredible. It was such a fun fantasy. I honestly really enjoyed how she built the world in the book. Like, I feel like with fantasy in general, I don't know, I kind of feel like they're boring because it takes so long to build up the world, to like get to know the characters and stuff. And by the end of the first book, I'm like kind of bored of it. And then with that, because they have to build so much in the first book, generally they're really long series, like the Sarah J. Maas fantasy series. And I know everyone loves her in all those books, but it's just so time consuming, and it's not something that I can really get into. So I really, really appreciated how quick, fast paced, and engaging Fourth Wing was. Like, it was just such a nice breath of fresh air for a fantasy. And I haven't felt that in a while. So now I'm super excited to read Iron Flame because there was so much hype and there were so many good points in Fourth Wing that I know that the next book is going to be just as good. I think if Fourth Wing is as good as I hope it's going to be, I'm really going to start my fantasy era. I think so.
It is packed at Target today. Everyone comes on the weekend. I also really want to read A Man Called O because it sounds so good, and this candle smells really good. The synopsis just makes it sound like it's such a wholesome read and something that's going to make me cry, and I kind of want to cry right now, so I do want to read it soon. Got the goods.
I forgot when you go to the grocery store now, they don't give you bags anymore. So I had to carry all this upstairs. But I got everything. I got icing, cream cheese icing, and I got 2 cake boxes because I didn't know how much we would need. So there's that. I also got my favorite little spray from there. I always get the bergamot and cedar one. It smells so good. I spray it on after the shower. And I got this little deodorant because you never know when you'll need it. And the pans. I also got these number candles because the special occasion we needed a 5 and an O. I was thinking about getting 50 individual candles, but I just felt like that was excessive. All right, we have our cake in here. We need a cup of water, 3 large eggs, and half a cup of vegetable oil, which we can do. I don't know why I still have my jacket on. Look at this red color. Amazing. Next is the eggs. And half a cup of olive oil. My favorite part of making a cake is always the cake batter. It's so good. This one's really, really good. You want some? Good job, guys. Very good flavor choice. I had to do a little math to make sure that they were even. It was girl math, but math all the same. And now I think we're good. What y'all think? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna put these in the oven. Once I'm done traumatizing myself with American Psycho, I would love to finally get to The Alchemist, which is one of the most read books in the world. Did you know that? It was a book written in 1988 by a Brazilian author, and apparently it's about like finding yourself and the purpose of life. And it just sounds like the perfect book to help me grow as a person. Which brings me to my next book, which is The Kite Runner. It's about these 2 best friends who grew up together in, I don't remember what country, but it's a war-torn country. And unfortunately, one of the friends ends up dying. They already tell you that in the trailer, and I believe they tell you that on the back of the book. But he has a son. And so the best friend goes back to that war-torn country to help him find his son or like take care of his son or something to that effect. And apparently it's like really heartwarming and beautiful. And I would love to read that. Some of my closest friends always count that as one of their favorite books, and I just feel like I'm missing out because that book is kind of old and I haven't read it yet. So like, what am I waiting for, you know? I called myself being fancy trying to cut off the top so that it would be even, and now I feel like I just messed it up. The cake is perfect though. It's so spongy and delectable. All right, that's what we gotta work with. I don't know what to tell you. Let's get some icing. This already looks so good. Good job with picking the flavor, by the way. Not to be dramatic, but the next time you need a cake, a box cake specifically, I'm your girl because this is delicious. The icing to cake ratio is not completely even, but I think that's what makes it fun. Like every bite is a surprise. Am I gonna get some icing? Am I gonna get too much icing? We don't know. The last book that I really, really wanna read that I'm like itching to read is Cirque. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that book was written by the same author who wrote Song of Achilles. And the way Song of Achilles ripped my heart out and stomped on it, I need that again. Like, it was so good. I feel like a book can only do that if when the highs are high, they're high and you love those characters, you love their relationship, you built a rapport so that they have the opportunity to rip your heart out. Not a lot of books can do that. Not a lot of books can make you care about characters in that way. And she did that. It's still Greek mythology, but this book, instead of having a male main character, it's a girl main character. And she's like trying to stop a war. So I'm like, interesting. Still very similar to Song of Achilles in like certain aspects, but also very different too. So I would love to read that. I already have the book. I just haven't read it. I've literally had the book for almost a year. No, I think a year already. Insane. Let's take a little piece, see what we're working with. This is important research. I'm not just eating it just to eat it. Yeah. We did that. Very good. Good selection. You can't have a piece until we're done. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Now that I've told you all the books that I really, really want to read, let me know in the comments below what books you really want to read. Do we have any similarities? Is there anything different? Any other books that you really want to read? Are there any books you want me to read? Let me know. We're always going into the bookstore, so let me know. I'll make a list. Oh my God, I almost forgot one book I really want to read too. Now this book, it's not necessarily a book. It's more like an author. I am dying to read a Stephen King book. I just want to know, is it actually scary? I don't know. So if you're going to do something new, you got to do it right. And Stephen King is like the GOAT of the horror genre. So I really want to read one of his books. I don't have one in mind because almost all of his books are like instant classics. Like they make movies out of them. Everyone loves them. So I don't really know which one to turn to. If you have one in mind, let me know. But I just know I want to buy one of his books soon. And I want to read that before the end of the year. I'm thinking to start with like The Outsiders. That's a very popular one. Or Misery. I don't know. But he also just came out with another book. I think it's called Holly. She's like a character that's been in a few of his books. But now she's getting like her own spin-off, like her own official book. So that's very cool. But I feel like I can't read that until I read what other books she was in already. All right, this is it. What do y'all think? I think it looks pretty good. I mean, she's not winning any awards, but for our first cake, I think we did good. Wow, I cannot believe we made it this far. I'm so thankful. Thank you guys so much for supporting my dreams. Like, y'all are amazing. You have no idea how long I've wanted to do this. I'm so grateful. And 50,000, I know is not like a big deal for some people, but for me, it's a huge deal. And I'm so grateful. And I couldn't have done it without any of you guys. Like literally, I could not have done it. So here's to us and here's to 50 more. I love you so much. Let's light this bad boy. Oh, wait, we gotta get this thumbnail picture because that's kind of cute. It took me like 30 minutes, but I finally got the thumbnail picture. The 5 and the 0 took a little bit of a hit because I had to light it to get the thumbnail, but I think it's gonna be worth it. And I found some extra candles. All right, that looks pretty good. High five. Okay, let's do this. You gotta be quick. All right. I'm like so happy now. It was a lot of work today. I've been filming since literally 6 a.m. and it is 5 p.m. But even the hard days are worth it because of you guys. You're allowing me to live my dream and I just couldn't be more grateful. Thank you so much for liking me, for enjoying my content, for supporting me. I love you so much, like literally so much. You have no idea. And I can't wait until we get to the other 50. 100K? Guys, different. We're different. When we hit 100K, it's over. It's over. I feel like I'm gonna cry, but I'm not. Thank you again. I love you so much. And let's get to 100K as soon as possible. All right, let me make a wish. Okay. Yay! It feels like my birthday. All right. Let's get a proper slice. You want a big one or a small one? Now you know you want a big one and that's okay. Because me too. Ah! Okay, that was kind of perfect. There it is, all right. Oh my God, wait, do y'all see the filling inside? That looks so professional. Hire me for your next birthday party. You guys snap with this flavor. Very, very good. Wow. Chef Kalila? She's different. This is actually very good. Thank you for celebrating with me. I love you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Also, I'm eating your slice. Sorry, not sorry.